Morning everyone, we've made it to Friday the 24th of April and it's lockdown day 29. Today we're going for a bit of speed work. We've been kind of cruising along different intervals and different speeds. Now we're going for speed. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the Tabata intervals. There's a lot of choice, I'll go through all of that. So how it works, you've got 8 rounds at each station. Do not change stations. 8 rounds at each station. 1 round is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. The work that you're doing is fast and you work for 20 seconds. It does not help dawdling around and messing around and doing 1 or 2 reps. The idea behind this is speed. Okay? So when you work, and then when you rest, you just chill. So it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds at one station. Then you'll have a 1 minute rest. Then you move to the next exercise. 1 minute rest. So you're going to be 4 minutes at each station with a 1 minute turnaround. Okay, to give you all your workouts. So let's go through it. We've got our push-ups. So again, you do as many push-ups as you can in 20 seconds. Do a push-up. 2. Okay, you go for 20 seconds, then you rest. Then you rest for 10 seconds. Then you go again, 20 seconds, rest 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Your choice, whether you do push-ups or whether you do dips. Again, the dips can be on the edge of the bench, on the edge of a step, on the edge of anywhere. To make it harder, you do your legs straight. Easier, you keep your legs bent. But the important thing is back stays close to the bench. Then we've got the chest press, so lying on your back. Come Taylor. Lying on your back. Okay, so your normal floor press with your object, whichever object you've got, and it's straight up and down. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest, and you punch 8 rounds. Okay. Alternatively, if you want to do shoulders instead of the chest press, then you've got either your strict press or your push press. Those are your fastest ones. So you're just going to pump it for 20 seconds or push press for 20 seconds. Okay. If you've got single object of the 8 rounds, do 4 rounds on the one side and then 4 rounds on the other side, depending on which one you're doing. Yeah, so that takes care of your pushing exercises. Then we're going to be so you do 8 rounds of whichever one of those you want to do. If you want to do 2 rounds of each, that's also cool. Okay. Then we move into the pull-ups. So we've got pull-ups. Again, whichever of the pull-up equivalents you're going to do. So whether it's the, stand still, whether it's the towel or the tablecloth or whatever you're going to do to make your knot and then your pull up on that, or wherever you can do a pull up, put the flap of your bucky down. If you want to pull up under the car, doesn't make a difference, just play anywhere you can do a pull up. If you can't do the pull ups, then we're going to go into the bent over rows, and we're going to do the bent over rows. Just remember, it can be either the dumbbell, kettlebell, odd object. The important thing is back stays straight, unlock the knees, and you pull into the solar plexus. Okay, so we're pulling up. Right, that takes care of your pulling exercises. Then we go into the legs. So the legs can be any exercise, can be your normal air squat. Yeah, so your air squat is no weight. Then it can have, if you do have a weight, whether it's a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you hold it in goblet position, and you got your front squat. Okay, if you're going to use odd object or any of those, it's fine. Then you can also use the bar and just have it in front rack or back rack if you've got the bar. So that takes care of your squats. You can go lunges, but they're a little bit slower, so I'd rather go the squat route. The same thing, wall balls doesn't really work because wall balls you've got to wait for the ball the whole time, and the idea is speed. So we'll get to the loads now. Then we go into the abs. So we've got the sit-ups, so all of the sit-up equivalents, right? So you've got all variations. So lying on your back, you've got elbows touching your knees. Yeah, so cross your arms and your elbows touch your knees. Right. You can also do arms out straight and you have your wrists just over your knees. So just coming up, so it's a small movement just to there and then back down. So you're bringing up just a small movement. That works as well. You also have your butterfly sit-ups where the soles of your feet are together, your hands touch behind your head, and you come up and reach as far forward as you can in your butterfly sit-up. That takes you over butterfly, that's one of the faster ones. Then we can do the other options you've got are your hollow rock. Okay, so you can literally just rock for 20 seconds. You can also do your straight leg V-ups. You can also do the alternating V-ups. You can do the bicycles, also works well. Any of those fast moving exercises. This is not going to be a loaded abs. It's going to be any of the speed abs. So you're going to stay there for 8 rounds. Then we go into the high intensity. Any of the high intensity stuff that we've been doing, it's double unders, single unders. You've got your ski jumps. Okay? You've got your jumping jacks. If you've got a calories machine, punch calories. If you've got a bike loaded on something for a home trainer, go for the 20 seconds blast, 10 seconds rest. So anything that's going to work that high intensity. If you want to work shuttles, then you can do a shuttle sprint within that high intensity time. So that is a lot of choice to take through your workout. Just to reiterate, you stay there for 8 rounds, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. Take a 1 minute rest. Then you punch your pulling exercise. 8 rounds, 1 minute rest. 8 rounds of your squat, 1 minute rest. 8 rounds of your abs, 1 minute rest. 8 rounds of your high intensity exercise, and then you are done. Short, sweet, but it should burn. If you're not punching it hard, then rather go off the clock and don't do a Tabata interval. The idea of the Tabata interval is speed. Okay, don't work for 15 seconds and rest for 15 seconds. Work for 20 seconds, rest for 10. The idea is to stay strict on this one. Okay, that's just because it doesn't have to be long to make it hard, but you want the benefit of the speed. Okay, it's very, very important here. Cool. So have a lekker one. This is going to see you nicely into the weekend, and we will see you on the flip side.
Peace.